Welcome to Half Past Broke, where the dreams are big and the wallets are smaller. I'm Walker.
I am Eric, and today we got two very, very, very different topics, but we're gonna get started with our normal question. What are you drinking today, Walker?
Well, to change it up a bit, this is a bit of a hangover day for me, so I decided to go with coffee and water.
I respect that. I usually take a little background information. We decided to record Sunday today. We usually record on Saturday nights, so the booze is usually flowing. Sunday midday, it's more of a coffee day, but that didn't stop me from putting a little splash of vodka in my coffee.
There you go. What kind of coffee you drink? You drink light roast, medium roast, dark roast?
I don't know. Liv's grandma gave me a big container, chock full of nuts, and I'm just riding that out.
That's good stuff though. Chock full of nuts.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know what? I'm not like too crazy particular about my coffee. I really drink anything.
Yeah, I can't do light roast because like it just tastes like water at that point. It's just like a little flavor. But other than that, like I mean, I generally go for dark roasts.
If I'm going out to I don't know if they have like Wawa's or Quick Checks by where everyone is, but you know they have all the different types of coffees lined up, and I'll usually go for a dark roast there.
Yes.
I just you can appreciate the flavor so much more. I just like it a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. All right,
well, I'll drink anything.
So, as we all know, the summer is approaching and the hot weather is rolling in. So today we're gonna talk about staying indoor and playing video games.
and how my electric bill is going to be outrageous because of the air conditioning.
Yeah, so the hell with staying outside. Let's dive right into what are some anticipated games that we feel for 2019. What do you think? What do you got?
I'm being a bit ambitious when I say 2019, but one of the games that I've been really, really, really looking forward to is Cyberpunk 2077, and this has been, oh my god, it's been talked about for years and years and years.
Oh yeah, they've had like more trailers worth of hours into it than actual gameplay, I'm sure.
Yeah, they had I think they even had a demo out that you could play. It's from Project Red. It's from the same people that made The Witcher.
Okay.
It looks so fucking good. But it's just been I don't know. Like every time you think they're making progress, then you don't hear about it again for 8 more months. But it's one of the few games that I'm genuinely excited for. I really can't remember the last time I was actually psyched about a game. I think maybe Fallout 76 I was a little excited for, and then I ended up not even getting it because it shit the bed so bad.
Yeah, I never reserve games because I've been scorned before, and Fallout 76 was a good example for why I don't pre-order games.
Yeah. So I mean, so Cyberpunk 2077, it just looks so good. I'll post links to some trailers and stuff. It's just I love the whole cyberpunk genre, the whole aesthetic to it. I love the area. I love the weapons. I love the technology. It's just such a cool thing to me.
Yeah, I've always been more of a steampunk guy, but cyberpunk, like you showed me a couple of trailers a while back, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it's just the whole open world aspect of it. It's what's up?
Oh, I was gonna say I like games like Deponia, where there was like a little bit more of like the steampunk aspect, where there was like all like rig together about to fall apart kind of machinery and stuff like that. Like I love like the apocalyptic feel of steampunk a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean don't get me wrong, I love steampunk too, but I don't know, cyberpunk just has a little it just barely edges out steampunk for me. I just like the whole aesthetic too. I think it's really cool, and I think there hasn't really been a game that's properly displayed how amazing it can actually be. Like there's a couple like lesser known games like Satellite Rain, just a couple other like
I'm just trying
futuristic.
I'm trying to think because like would BioShock kind of be one of those?
I think that's a weird mix.
Yeah.
Of because I don't know. It's a weird mix. I've only played a little bit of BioShock 1, so I'm not really.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I really looked at the game, so I can't really remember a lot of what's in it. So.
Yeah, but it was You know what? I just always admire a game with a really interesting setting.
Yeah, no, and it looks gorgeous. I gotta. Hopefully, I can build a new PC to handle it.
Yeah, oh man, I mean, I just got a new graphics card, so my card will be able to handle it. It's just just the rest of the PC I'm worried about.
Yeah, you may be able to run it at like 15 gigs or 15 frames per second.
I'll still play it. So what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I mean, what I was looking forward to already came out, but I'm still kind of on the fence about whether or not I'm gonna get it. Is Kingdom Hearts 3? You know, it's been like, like it feels like hundreds of years since the last Kingdom Hearts 2 game came out, and with
It,
and
was
with
it for PS2?
yeah, PS2 was
Oh
was the
my
last
god.
iteration of it, and both of them came out. The first two came out for PS2, and there's been what two game consoles since then.
Yeah,
So
but they did put out a bunch of little offshoot games for Kingdom Hearts.
yeah, but unless you had a PSP or a DS, like you weren't gonna get them until way later, and then like eventually they would like do like a remastered edition for PS3 or something like that. But it was still like it's just it's not the main game, and like a lot of people don't really go for stuff like that.
Yeah, I did notice. Some people I did read somewhere that people said that everything ties in. Like you can play all the games and you just have a much better understanding of everything. Which I would hope so. If they put out, how many games are there? Is there like 7 games?
I think well, there's two for the PS2. Then there's Chain of Memories. There was Birth by Sleep. There was 365 in 2 days or something like that. And then there was the one for the 3DS, which is Dream Drop Distance, which I've played all of them except for the 356 in 2 days or whatever it was. Because I didn't have a DS at the time, and I just hadn't gone back in retrospect bought it. So like so far, like I mean, they're all good. They all feel like normal Kingdom Hearts games. They're just on different settings.
Yeah, I think I played when it first came out, Kingdom Hearts 1. I played it briefly. Never beat it. Never got too crazy far into it. And then I tried to play it again a couple years ago on an emulator for a PS2 emulator, and for some reason, everyone knows PS2 emulators are always a little finicky,
Yeah,
and I just couldn't really. I could get into it, but it was a little choppy for me.
yeah.
I never even touched Kingdom Hearts 2. But I love the whole idea of it because I love like basically the mix between like Final Fantasy and Disney. I think that's the coolest shit ever. It was such a brilliant idea.
And it like offers up like great comic relief, but it also has like really cool bosses and everything. Like Sephiroth is in it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
The biggest reason why like three I'm kind of not so much about is because it's been probably since the PS2 since I've really played like a console game, and I can't bring myself to like just sit down and play a console game. I don't like my TV is used for watching TV and stuff like that. I'd hate to like dedicate it to playing games while my wife is home. It would just be like, yeah, watch me play this game that you have no
I
idea about.
I completely agree with that. Because I bought BioShock for PS3 because I was like, oh, I've never played this. People love it. I'm gonna play it. I sat down in my recliner and I can't play on a bigger screen. If I'm playing a game and I'm trying to get through a story, I need to be at my PC.
Yeah,
I can't I cannot play on console anymore,
yeah.
which sucks because I have a PS2 set up and I really do want to get Kingdom Hearts for it.
And like I have a whole bunch of consoles, a whole mess of consoles, and like the only one I still play is the PS1 because on my PS1 I have the slim one with the screen on it. So like
Oh,
I
nice.
can literally sit in front of it like would a monitor, and it doesn't really take up a whole TV or anything like that. So it makes it a
Is
little
that
bit easier.
is that like the old one, like not the original one, but they came out with the PS1, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like that little it's tiny, like it fits the CD and it has like two buttons on the side and that's it.
Yeah, it's the little white one with the flip up screen.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude,
That's sick.
it took me forever to find that flip up screen. Those are not easy to come by.
No, I mean I still have my original PlayStation that I had when I was a kid, and my original PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
my PS2, and oh my god, and my Super Nintendo. I have 3 consoles set up right now that I never play because if I'm sitting in my recliner I'm watching Netflix in my living room, you know.
They're all like on a shelf in my office, just like it's like looking in a museum. This is what we had in the past, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have mine set up. Like I actually have my Super Nintendo all
oh,
ready to go. But I only have one because I guess my parents threw the games away years ago,
hmm,
which it kills me.
yeah.
Um, and I have my PS2 set up and my PS3. And I will say there's one game that I will play regularly on console, and that's Skate 3, because I think that's one of the greatest games ever made.
See, I've always been more of a Final Fantasy guy. My favorite game, that's why I still have a PS2 or a PS1 all set up, is Final Fantasy Tactics. Like
Oh,
one,
you were telling me you love that. I could never get into it.
it's so fun just because it's like it's all strategy based. Like it's less focused on like just becoming so OP. Like you have to like really break down like how to like win it and everything like that. Like it's fun. Like and I'll try different like classes going through it and everything. I'll try different combinations. Like I'm pretty sure at this point I've tried every combination, but
I think when I first played it, I was too young to fully understand like the concept of it and the whole like. Well, I just I guess it was just too much for me. I like the Final Fantasy VII better with just like that turn-based combat. It just made more sense to me.
yeah, oh yeah, the turn base is great. I love that concept. I wish it would come back a little bit, just because like the open world, the random encounter, stuff like that. It was pretty fun. It really like it lended a hand to like the puzzles and stuff like that. You didn't have to worry about like doing a puzzle while you're being chased by enemies. Like it was pretty fun. I missed that style of gaming. I also miss side scrollers too, so I'm kind of old school, but
I mean, and I guess anything was better than the combat system in Final Fantasy 13. Basically,
oh god.
everything,
Well,
everything in
I will
I
say,
don't know.
to Final Fantasy 13's credit, the combat system wasn't really the problem. It was everything else.
Yeah, it was just such a linear game. It's like you
hmm
ran in a straight line for like 30 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm over this.
Yeah, and then like the last, I think like 3/4 of the game after you were done, like you got the open world, and even the open world, you kind of felt rushed through because you just there wasn't a whole lot of like clear direction, and they tried to rectify it in 15. In 15, it just
Pure open world, right?
yeah, and everyone sucks in that game. Like
I
this,
never played 15 because I didn't have a PS4.
yeah. Well, they did a good job with the open world, but the story was weak. The characters were weak. The only thing good about it was Sid was a girl and she was kind of good looking. But
I mean, and I guess that they didn't have the laughing scene from Final Fantasy X. That's always a
oh
plus.
god, yeah, no, that I love that game so much, and I still have to walk away every time I know that's coming.
Yeah, it's brutal. But
It
all right,
hurts.
we are getting pretty off topic here.
Yeah.
We we started out trying to talk about games of the future, and here we are talking about Final Fantasies of the past, which are some of the most legendary games ever.
Well, you got to know where you come from before we get to where we're at. So
Yeah, exactly.
with that being said, we have the Borderlands 3 coming out in I believe September 19th.
Oh, there's an actual like
Yep.
official solid date for it.
Yep, I saw it the other day. I think it said September 19th. I'd have to double check it. But yeah, the Borderlands 3 was coming out, and I remember cuz a couple weeks back I showed you Borderlands 2 cuz it was super cheap on Steam. So we tried it out, and I remember you falling in love with it, and we decided we were gonna try to dive through all the games, which
Yeah.
we're gonna try to do with everyone here too.
So we're gonna get power through Borderlands 2 because we're a good ways through it right now. And I guess we'll stream it, but we are gonna mostly focus on streaming the pre-sequel.
Yes, yes,
And
we're gonna push through Borderlands 2 because unfortunately we started it before we started doing streaming, so you're gonna kind of pick up at the wrong time. But the pre-sequel, I do like kind of want to focus more on like kind of getting people caught up if they don't want to like go and buy the game to play it and everything. Like it'll help like with a little bit more refresher of it.
yeah,
And that game, I mean, that's another game that had a long break in between release dates. Like the first one came out in 2009.
when did the second one come out?
Let me double check. I can't remember for the life of me. I know, yeah, 2012, and then after that, the pre-sequel I think came out in 2015, and then there was a 4 year stretch between then and now.
So what does it go? It goes Borderlands 1, 2,
The
then
pre-sequel, the Handsome Jack collection, which is like all the DLC for Borderlands 2, and then the pre-sequels Borderlands and all the DLC for that as well.
For the first one?
For the second one, I don't believe there's any DLC for Borderlands, but in 2015 they came out with the Handsome Jack collection, I guess, and it was the pre-sequel plus all the DLC for Borderlands 2 plus all the DLC for Borderlands pre-sequel.
Cool. I'm still a little confused by the whole timeline, the chronology of it, but we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna dive right into it. On look for us on Twitch at Half Past Broke, and look for us on here. I think we're gonna try to post up an episodic quest through the pre-sequel.
Yeah, we'll post videos. Maybe just do you want to do highlights, or do you want to just do the whole fucking thing?
That's what I mean. Like, we should try to do like episodic, with maybe like a 25 minutes parts of everything, and like we could just break apart the thing so people can take in more digestible chunks. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
And and then when Borderlands 3 comes out, we're gonna go whole hog streaming that one.
It's actually funny because when we started playing Borderlands 2, a couple months ago, there wasn't even any talk of Borderlands 3, so we just got so into Borderlands 2, and then like a month later they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Borderlands 3's coming out. We're like, fuck yeah.
And I remember it too, because you're sitting there like, is there a Borderlands 3 gonna come out? And then you looked it up, and I hadn't even seen releases about it yet. You must have seen it like as soon as it popped up.
Yeah, it was perfect timing, so it's it really worked out well.
And if you don't feel like playing video games, there is a nice slew of movies we can watch and TV shows. What? Yeah, I'm just saying. Like with all the Borderlands stuff out of the way, I was just thinking, like not everyone's video gamers, but a lot of people like to watch TV. So
sure.
So what kind of stuff we got on that one? I mean, I know Detective Pikachu's coming out for the nostalgic people.
I'm really, really psyched on that. I was a little concerned. Don't get me wrong, I'm still concerned.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Reynolds voice acting Pikachu. It's like 50% terrifying, 50% perfect.
Well, talk about terrifying. That's the first time I ever saw the stuff for Detective Pikachu, as people taking screenshots of that Ludicolo face. And
there's some
there's some terrifying designs in that. Like,
it's not appealing.
I think Charizard looks badass though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna love it. I think it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I have high hopes for it. Worst case scenario, it'll be fun to watch for 2 hours or something like that.
Exactly. It's it's we were talking before. People faded out of Pokemon. I don't know, but I'm 30 years old. So when I was in 4th grade, Pokemon was really in its.
Oh my god! Did you ever have teachers that would take away your Game Boy and your Pokemon cards because you kept trying to trade them during school?
We got it outlawed in my school. You couldn't even wear a Pokemon T-shirt in my school.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it got straight up outlawed. Because because we would just sit there and we would have our Game Boys hooked up in class. We'd be trading cards, battling, and people were getting ripped off. The kids,
the one kid that knew what he was talking about. He's like, "Oh yeah, this Bulbasaur is way better than the Venusaur."
Yeah. And he's in jail now. He's a drug.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
it makes me feel better.
Exactly. But it was it got banned. But that was it in its I don't want to say prime, because
I gotta say its prime has got to be when Sun and Moon came out, and I played Pokemon all up through Sun and Moon, and Sun and Moon was the big breakout title that brought people back into it, but it also brought new gamers into it too, because I think for a while they were just trying to gloss over the intro and everything, and yeah, the intro sucks for the returning gamers, but once you get past the tutorials and everything in the beginning, it is a really fun game, and it's 3-dimensional. It just feels more complete. It feels like what Pokemon was supposed to be. And then Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu came out, and I haven't played those yet because I don't have the Switch, but
I did really like Sun. I played Moon. It was a really good game, but to call that its prime, that's a bold statement.
I'm not saying so much as it was its magnum opus or whatever. I'm just saying I think it brought the most fans back, and it created the most fans out of the younger generation, because it was so blown up. You know what I mean?
and it was right around the time that Pokemon Go was coming out. So the people who just played Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
it gave them something to play on 3DS. But I understand where you're coming from.
I was less of a Pokemon Go guy, because I did the IV and the EV training and everything. I was pretty crazy with Pokemon. I think I logged in like so many hours it like just stopped counting them on the thing, and so yeah, I went a little crazy with like handheld console ones.
That's awesome. Speaking of, I mean, I'm actually logged into Pokemon Go right now. I do play it, not like crazy, but it's just something fun to do. It's a reason to go out, get on your bike, go ride down the street, go take the gym, go.
Oh yeah, because you get the eggs every time you walk, and I think doesn't it still register for treadmills or no?
I don't know. Oh, good segue. Good segue into our next. Are we all good with the gaming?
Yeah, I think we covered what we wanted to cover for all of that.
Okay, cool. Because
you want to talk about what you're planning on doing?
Yeah. Okay. So that's actually. I was wondering that myself. I will test it out soon. So, if you don't know this about me, I'm a large boy,
big guy.
I'm pretty big. I mean, I'm 6'7", about 310 pounds right now.
So you're not quite my 600-pound life material, but
no. I'm still I'm active. I can still go running all around, but it's just being 300 pounds is not healthy no matter what. So
yeah, unless you're like 10 feet.
Yeah, and still that's not healthy at all.
10 feet will never be healthy.
No, there's no way. So I decided that what I used to do is I used to mountain bike. Where I used to live, there was really good trails, and I had a lot of friends that would mountain bike. So that would be my main source of exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I moved away. There's not really anything down here that I've found yet. And just riding to the store every, once a day really doesn't do it for me. So I decided, and I gained a lot of weight because when I moved down here, I started cooking. And
yeah, damn all those people that say home cooking helps you lose weight.
Oh my god,
that gives you a chance to like deep fry your own burgers and everything.
Exactly. So like I've been cooking all the time. So I really took the next step, and I went and I joined a gym, which is the last time I joined a gym was probably in like 2012. And what I did was I went once. And then I paid a membership for like 3 years and never went again.
It's about time to get some commitment out of you.
I know. Well, that's when I was working. I had a really good job, $10 a month. Like I didn't even notice it. But now that money's like tight, and it's gonna be like, all right, now I have to make this work.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so I went to this place called the Edge Fitness. I got, and they're like. Real nice guy that was helping me out, but they're like car salesmen. They're trying to get you to get the highest package. So I basically went in there. I went in there. I did my research beforehand. I knew what like tier membership I was going to get, and I just told him that. I'm like, look, I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm going to get this. And he's like, well, what about? I'm like, nope. Just look, this is what I'm going to get, and you'll get the sale. You'll get the commission for signing me up. Just walk me through, help me out. This, that, and the other thing. So.
You don't have any Planet Fitnesses near you?
There are. I don't know if there's a Planet Fitness near me, but the reason I wanted this one is because it's 24 hours.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, I thought Planet Fitness was too. Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
No, I don't think so. But
I don't freaking work out.
So yeah, me neither. So I went in there and I have no idea what's going on. I walk in and the guy's like, "Oh, we got this machine. This is the top of the line, the Matrix." I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck that means. And he's like, "Oh, this is." He's like explaining everything. I'm like, you gotta take a step back, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's like, all right, I got something you'll like. They have a fucking movie theater in this place. And at first I was like, oh, that's stupid. I just want to work out and get ripped. And then he showed me they have a legit movie theater. Like the screen's probably half the size of a normal movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like 30 treadmills and exercise bikes in there in this dark room. I'm like, I'm gonna live in here.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
It's sick. It's oh my god. They got and then
what a good idea, appealing to people who like just to sit around and watch movies. Give them something to do.
Exactly. So like if you're just gonna sit there and watch a movie and fucking get fat, you may as well whatever. I'll just go drive 5 minutes to the gym and go watch Aquaman, at least while walking on a treadmill or something.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, like you could do it for like 2 hours. You could walk a little bit and then like run whenever you get rested up. Like that's 2 hours worth of like cardio, and cardio is really the big thing to help you lose the weight.
Yo, these treadmills. First off, there's like free Wi-Fi in the gym. Now this is all stuff that a year ago I would laugh at and say that's so fucking excessive. That's so overkill. It's so stupid. Why would anybody want that?
Yeah.
Dude, these things, every treadmill has a charging port in it. There's free Wi-Fi. They have fucking direct TV in their treadmills, like in the screen. It's insane. It's like it's a joke.
Catch up on Game of Thrones while you're working out.
Exactly. It's like super gimmicky, but at the same time, I'm like,
well, gimmicky works in a lot of sense.
yeah, like, it's gonna get me out of the house because you know what? If I sit here and I watch TV all day, fuck it. Let me just go to the gym and go, sit on a treadmill.
Yeah, I live kind of in the boonies. There's not a lot of gyms near me, so like what I'll do is like, I mean, I'm always out working on because I have chickens because that saves me egg money. I get like 20.
Yes,
I get like 20.
money.
I get like 24 eggs every 2 days. So let's be honest
Do you
here.
really?
Oh yeah, I make money off of them too.
Oh, holy shit, yo! Bring some down to me.
Yeah, I will. But
I go through eggs like crazy.
yeah, we were giving them away at first, and then we were like, we could make some money off of this.
Oh
So
yeah, farm fresh eggs.
hell yeah. And they're all like straight out the chicken's ass, so I mean,
Right out the butthole.
super organic.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That's really cool.
So-
Liv has ducks, and I'm hoping to get duck eggs from her.
Oh, have you ever had a duck egg?
I've never had a duck egg.
It's super membraney. Like it's like the I don't know, the white part of it, I guess you want to call it. It's like so thick.
Is it gross? Or I heard they're good.
Oh no, they're good. It's so thick. It's like harder to work with. Like when if you go to try to make like over easy eggs, like you gotta treat it differently. I can't. It's hard for me to tell.
When you said ovaries, all I heard was ovaries. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make ovaries.
You really gotta work those ovaries.
Oh my god. But yeah, so
I mean,
what do you get? You get that farm boy workout.
yeah, I mean, I'm always constantly doing new stuff to the chicken coop because our chicken coop is literally just a shed that's falling apart. So I have to constantly go out there and like, repair pieces that are falling off. We're losing tile or roof tile, I guess you want. I don't know.
You used to work on that. You used to like build barns and shit, right?
Yeah, and that was a great workout. I just don't want to do that for a living because
Yeah. Oh, dude. Same thing with construction. When I did construction, it's like it's great and all, but you see these people like 45 years old, they're having like full knee replacements.
yeah, more power to you if you do it. But I mean, I did the military for 4 years, and that kicked my ass. I did construction almost immediately after that, and I always did construction before that. And man, you feel it. Like, yeah, I'm only 26 and I'm feeling it. So like,
I feel that, especially me being fat and tall. Like I like right off the bat, I have bad knees and a bad back, just like for no other reason than just being 6'7".
yeah, I'm 6'2", and I totally know what you mean. Not to your extent, to be fair.
No. I understand. It's
But yeah. So like, I guess at that point I was just like, I gotta find a desk job. So I went back to school and working towards a desk job. But
it's so funny. Like in construction, everyone's like, "Oh, I could never sit at a desk for 8 hours a day." I'm like, "Bitch, I do it anyway. I do it when I leave."
I know, and I used to be like that too. Like I used to be like, oh, I know, I gotta be manly. I gotta, pick bricks up and throw them at people's face. Like, but I don't know. Looking back on it, if I did that for 20 years, I'd be dead. I would much rather be sitting behind a desk making more money and doing a lot less manual labor.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The money in construction, if you're in the union, the money's fucking good.
Oh, I never unionized, so yeah.
Without a college education, that's the best money you're ever gonna make with full benefits.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's really really good money. Now they tax the fuck out of you.
Well, yeah, the union dues and whatnot.
It's wild. But without a college education, and if you like physical like and manual labor.
It's the best job, and you always stay in shape. I mean, I don't really ever see fat construction workers.
I mean, I've seen. Oh my god, I remember this one dude. It was like a sumo wrestler pipe fitter.
He was the wrecking ball.
Oh my god, it was like incredible. I was like, I'm so like I don't understand. He was like walking upstairs with all this material and shit. I'm like, do you know like even just me like. You know how strong your legs have to be to carry like this frame around, like 300 pounds. Think about that.
Oh,
like,
I remember carrying up like shingles up a ladder. Like you used to carry like 2 bundles over your shoulders, and they're like 50 pounds each, and you have like no arms to walk up the ladder. Like that's like some crazy leg work right there.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You know what? Construction's just
I think it's a great
it,
job. It's a great start job. Definitely.
if you,
Like if you're planning on like going for higher education, like that's the job to have. Like while you're in, it helps pay for a lot of it.
yeah, especially if you get like if you like work, it gets you an in with the company too.
Yeah, definitely, because like they always needed an administrative side to a lot of those things too.
Exactly. So you can work your way up into an office job.
Hmm.
That doesn't happen too often, like in the union, but like with smaller companies, you can definitely work your way into management and just supervisor roles.
Yeah, definitely. So so with working out, so we're gonna do like some sort of like play by play with your working out. You're gonna tell us how you
Uh,
worked out every week. Like if you kept stuck to it, I'm gonna roast you every time we come on.
oh
Just
my God, you should. It's gonna be so bad. I actually have tomorrow. I have because with the membership it comes, and I don't do personal trainers, which I should. I'm too stubborn though.
yeah, I totally
I
get
don't
that.
do like I don't do like all that, other stuff. But like with the membership, once a month you get like an assessment and shit, and they do the like full body scans and all this crazy weird
Huh?
shit. I'm like, you're basically just gonna tell me I'm gonna die in the next 2 weeks.
You have high blood
So
pressure. Oh my god, I had a diabetes scare the other day. Did I tell you about that?
no, Jesus, what happened?
I was at work and I work manual labor right now and I'm actually moving into an office job here in a couple of weeks. But I was at work and I was picking up just cases of stuff. And I picked up this case and all of a sudden I started getting cold sweats. I had started getting like these little like tingles all over my body and I just felt really weak all of a sudden. So like I had to like stop and I took a step back and I go, I'll be right back. And I was like I was really thirsty, so I went to go buy a soda. And I like came back and I cracked open the soda, I took a drink, and I felt fine afterwards. Like I think of like
Oh my God.
my blood sugar was just low.
Oh,
So like I'm kind of concerned because that does run in my family a little bit. So
it's something you should get checked out anyway.
hmm.
It's something you should monitor because it's especially today with all like every there's so much sugar in like
Yeah,
everything you have.
yeah,
Even if you even if you don't like genetically acquire it, it's so easy to just like work your way into that disgustingly unhealthy life.
yeah, and
And
it actually like it's funny because on the topic of budgets, I mean like, and we're talking about home cooking. It's vegetables are super cheap, and you can do a lot with a little bit of seasoning to make them taste amazing, and and it's
yes,
still good for you.
yeah, I saw I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and he had this meme up and it said things you learn when you get older. Fruits and vegetables die a lot faster when you're not the one, when you're the one buying them. So like when you're growing up and you have the vegetables and fruits in the house or whatever, you just like don't eat them and it's fine. You just replace them. But then when you're the one who goes out and spends like $30 on fruits and vegetables, and like a week later you're like, fuck.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, you brought up the $30 thing. Like, just go to the store, buy like a meat for a day, like one meat a day, and buy a bunch of vegetables. Have and like maybe make that meat stretch out for 2 meals or something like that, or do a lot of meal prep on Sunday. But those vegetables, the other day when I went shopping, I looked at like the totals for all the vegetables and everything, and I think I spent for an entire week's worth of like 2 meals a day amount of vegetables. I think I spent like less than $40.
Yeah, it's and they're good too. I mean, I grew up hating vegetables like most people.
Yeah,
But then you learn to cook, and you just I made a burrito the other day with no meat, just a bunch of like vegetables and a wrap, and it was
yeah,
fucking delicious.
and like my current favorite is asparagus. Asparagus is so
I
good
love
if
asparagus.
you put it on like a bake sheet and you put like some seasoning and like you toss it in there with some like I don't know some sort of meat or something like that. It soaks up some of the juices from the meat. It tastes so good.
I 100% agree. I love asparagus.
Yeah. So with okay, so we got our budget out of the way, and is there
Uh,
anything else you got to add to this?
yeah, I am gonna, cause you know what, it's gonna help me stay accountable for my my progress. I will keep you updated just so you can ruthlessly make fun of me.
All right,
I don't
so
want.
keep an eye out for weekly updates on here about Eric's progress, and then check out our Instagram as well. I think our Instagram will show a little bit more of Eric's progress as well. I think I'll roast him every day about that one.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, you can check us out on all social media. We're past broke on everything, right? Twitter, Instagram.
I think Facebook is the only thing we're not on at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really use Facebook too much. Maybe in the future we will.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in, joining in the conversation and joining in on maybe some recipes, some health advice, feel free to join our Discord. We will maybe we'll put a link in somewhere. We accessible for people. The more people we have listening to this.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll actually be getting a Patreon rolling out, and the Discord will be rolling out with the Patreon. So when you become a patron for no money, you'll be able to get into the Discord to contribute to the conversation.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool how that works.
So yeah, so keep an eye out for our Patreon. We'll have that up probably within the next couple weeks. Just gotta work out the kinks and everything.
And we'll post a bunch of links in the description for this video too.
Yep. And so leave a like, comment, and subscribe to us to hear more of us bantering back and forth about random crap that happens throughout our life. And this has been Half Past Broke. I'm Walker.
I am Eric, and feel free to badger me about my fitness because I need the motivation.
Yes, he does.
I'll catch you guys later.
All right, bye.